Hey everybody, and welcome to the Hot Tag with your girl Izzy. Today I am so excited to welcome you to my interview with a true rising star in the pro wrestling industry. You've seen her on Great North Wrestling, Battle Arts Pro, and even in Sagwa News, but she is the Battle Arts Pro Women's Champion and a second generation superstar. She is Bianca Carelli. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Thank you so much for such a nice welcome, Izzy. How are you
I
doing?
got you. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on today. I'm legit so happy that you're on. Now, I was looking at your social media, I followed you and everything, and you are a busy woman. I think saying that is a true understatement. So, what do you find yourself doing in your rare downtime?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like I actually haven't had downtime in a long time.
Hmm.
When I do, I like to go for walks, like just in
Okay.
nature. Yeah, just I like to walk, get a coffee. Sometimes
Hmm.
I'll have just have a chit chat with one of my friends. But I find that that's really kind of all I've had time for lately and even still, like I'm such an organized person. I'm like, this is cardio. I'm like, this walk,
Yeah.
I'm still working out. So like I'm still being productive, but
Hmm.
yeah, not really too much hobby or too many hobbies going on right now. Just
Yeah.
work, work, work. I'm on the
Yeah, I
grind.
I hear you because it's so funny when you don't really have downtime, but I feel like coronavirus kind of made us have more downtime. But for you, it's like you're busy all the time.
Yeah, Corona was not a downtime for me. I actually took
Hmm.
the opportunity of having all this free time to kind of work on more things that maybe I wouldn't have had time to. So I
Very
completely filled out
important.
my schedule. Yeah.
That's so great to hear because I love hearing that type of stuff where it's like, oh, I actually spent the time, trying to hone my craft, trying to improve myself. It's really great to hear.
Yeah, like even today, I woke up, worked out, had breakfast. I was done everything by 8 a.m. I
Perfect.
doing my readings for my course. Then I had to run to the
Hmm.
dress shop. Then I had to finish some more readings, get ready for this. Like I'm just
You're busy. So before I said that you're a second generation superstar, as you're the daughter of Santino Morella. Now you always talk about how there's a lot of eyes on you. With that being said, do you feel like there's pressure on you? And if so, how do you work under that pressure?
I think when I initially started, I did feel like there was pressure. I did feel like,
Hmm.
I was really green. I was really new. I didn't know anything. And I was
Hmm.
like, do people expect me to be amazing? Because I don't know anything. So that's impossible. But I realize now, like I guess it comes even with maturity because I started like a few years back that I don't really need to impress anybody. I just need to
Hmm.
impress myself.
Oh, that's
Um,
so important.
yeah, and as long as I'm growing and putting back like forth my best effort, which I am, then that's all I can really expect of myself. Like can't put too much pressure on. At the same time, though, um, I do want to live up to my dad's like image. I want him to be
Hmm.
proud of me. I want him to say, wow, my daughter, maybe she's doing better than me. Like, you know what I mean? I
Yes.
think we all want our progeny to surpass us. And I think
Hmm.
that he would want that too.
I feel the same way with my parents. I always want to make them proud. And it's like so cool to hear like you're the same way and you have such a great relationship with your dad. It's really awesome to hear. Now, I want to jump into your long list of accolades. And one thing I really admire about you is that you have gone into everything from being a part of a digital news company to judo to obviously pro wrestling. So tell the lovely Hot Tag viewers and the people who want to follow in your footsteps why it's so important to touch into everything like you have.
Wow, I like that question a lot.
Yes, thank
So
you.
one thing for me my whole life is I really thoroughly enjoy pretty much everything.
Hmm.
And that can be a problem because what do they say? Jack of all trades, master of none. But I do feel like, a lot of people say you need to pick one thing and stick to that one thing and focus on that one thing. And I do believe that focusing on one aspect of your life, like whether it be just wrestling, yes, you'll get ahead, but you don't have to just pick that one. There's lots of time in the day.
Hmm.
And it's okay to have diverse interests. So like throughout my life, I've always liked entertainment, but I've always liked science, and I've always liked nature and reading and sports, but I've also liked, makeup and hair.
Yes.
Um, so I mean, I think it's really important just to not let yourself be put into a box and just
Hmm.
pursue things you actually wholeheartedly enjoy and try new things. And that's something I'm really big on. So I mean, people should just really follow what their gut tells them to do. Like, do what you want. You got one life, you got to live it.
I love that advice. It's so great to hear that because you don't want to always fit into one box. You kind of want to build your own box. I remember always hearing that quote. So you have definitely built your own box. And since we are talking about your accolades, you have been seen on Insagua News, which gives you the opportunity to tour Canada, visit these exclusive attractions while sharing that with the viewers. So has there been an attraction or place you visited that has been so memorable?
Ooh, okay. Well, there was one day where it was really fun.
Hmm.
There was a new Palladium in Brampton, and when I was a kid growing up, like the Palladium, people would have their birthdays there, and it was always really
Hmm.
fun. And so this was like a super Palladium, and typically I'm very frugal because I like to be financially responsible.
Yes,
So
very
going to the
important.
Palladium, like it wouldn't have really been something maybe I would have done, but I
Hmm.
got the opportunity to like you do the zip line and the obstacle course, which
Yes.
yeah, that was fun.
Very, I
I feel
love
like
that
it's
type of
usually
stuff.
it's the best. You feel free. You're just like an explorer, but it's contained, so it's safe. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's usually more so for kids, but like like I
Hmm.
said, I don't put myself in those boxes. Like I'll totally do things that are for children because it's fun. Um, so that was an awesome experience, and like I actually really love that job. There's such a great team of people, and you get to try fun new things and make some money while doing it. So it's
Right.
awesome.
That's the total package right there. And you could actually end up on an obstacle course show if you want to. Might be
I
a
want
fun.
to.
Maybe like Wipeout. I know John Cena was on there.
Oh my gosh, I would totally love to do that. Oh my gosh.
Same. I've always wanted to do that. It's like a dream come true of mine. But I'm like, I don't know. I know I would just suck at it.
Yeah, you do wrestling too, don't you?
Yes, I do.
That is awesome. I saw some of your posts on your social media, and I have to say, good for you, girl.
Thank you.
Go.
Good for you too with everything you have done. I was watching a video like of when your dad gave you your yellow belt, and I was like, oh
Oh
my god, I
yeah.
know that feeling. It's so crazy. It's like full circle. It's an incredible moment.
I was laughing so hard in that moment because it was so corny. Like I love my dad. Like we are really close. He's definitely like a best friend and a dad, and we're always just laughing and joking. So in that moment, I was just like couldn't even take it seriously, and all you hear is my obnoxious little cackly laugh like the whole video. But
That's funny because I feel like that would be me and my dad. It's so
oh,
crazy to hear like the relationship you have with your dad because it's like me and my dad, but it's good
that's
to hear
nice.
that there's other people out there.
I like that. And it's important. Like family's like the most important thing. Like such
Hmm.
a special bond to and I know some people, maybe their families are different dynamic or like different people comprise their family. But
Hmm.
regardless, family is family. Sometimes friends are family too. And it's just, those are the most important things in life is relationship.
Yeah, and
I'm
since
so
we are
corny.
talking and since we are talking about your dad, he tweeted recently to Triple H and Stephanie McMahon that you are a next level superstar and that everybody needs to watch out for you. And I totally agree with him. So what did it
Thank
mean to
you.
you knowing that he was willing to tweet that out, but also knowing that there was thousands of people seeing that tweet?
Well, at first I was like, oh my gosh, dad. I was like,
Embarrassing
everyone like
moment.
at first, and then I was like, wow. I was like, it's so hard sometimes to get praise out of him. I was like, that means so much. I was like,
Hmm.
he's proud of me, and he's like, doesn't always say the emotional things. So I know like this was like my praise. This was like my
Hmm.
Bianca, good job. I love you. I'm proud of you. So I was like, after I was like, oh my God, I was like, okay. I was like, thank you, dad. I feel like he believes in me and he's seen my progress over the years and I do feel
Hmm.
like I've come a long way and to have my dad recognize it in his own way was very nice.
I'm sure. I'm sure it was such a special moment and just kind of full circle. And before we end this interview, I want to give you the opportunity to tell everybody where they can find you in social media, where they can find your matches, and if you have any upcoming projects.
Cool. So my social media is Bianca Sophia, with two A's on the end of Bianca and two A's on the end of Sophia. And I always struggle to explain that, so that was pretty good. Twitter is Bianca Carelli.
Mhm.
And my upcoming stuff, I guess I'm doing the Miss Galaxy Canada pageant in August.
Yes.
One thing I think is pretty cool is, pageantry and wrestling, they're honestly so similar.
Really?
They're so similar because when you are wrestling, you come out, you have your persona, there's glitz,
Mm-hmm.
there's glamour, you have to be
Okay.
confident, you have to walk your walk, embody it.
Mm-hmm.
You're cutting promos. In the pageant world, you're doing interviews almost in a more elegant character.
Okay. I see what you're saying there. I always thought it
Yeah.
was so different. That's good to know.
They're literally like twins, minus the matches and the fighting and the violence.
Yeah.
But
It's
but
a
they're
general
similar.
idea.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I
thank
just
you so
want,
much.
of course, and thank you for joining me today. I had such a great time talking about everything you've been doing recently, talking about your corny moments with your dad, because so much fun to talk about. But thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me. I had a great time, girl.
Yes, and thank you guys for tuning into this episode of The Hot Tag with your girl Izzy and Bianca Carelli. We will see you guys next time. Bye.